Hey everybody, it's Amber here for Tune In Tuesday with Hope, Healing Our Past Experiences. And I just want to welcome you back again this week where we discuss the tough stuff, answer your questions, and share stories of hope. And so, as I was preparing for this video tonight, there was just a heaviness on my heart, to be honest. And I was considering the different things that I have experienced even in the last week of that I could share stories of hope or things that are upcoming. But really, I was brought back down to the thought of how heavy it is whenever you know or suspect abuse going on in someone's life. And so I had an individual just yesterday that crossed my path that knew of abuse that was going on with a small child, and how the family knew about it but was just turning the other cheek and kept putting the child back in that situation. And this particular person was just beside themselves. They didn't know what to do and really what their responsibility was. And I simply spoke into them at that moment, and I said, it is your place to give this child a voice because right now they have no voice. And what you can do right now really can bring change in this child's life now. And less after effects of the things that they had been through. And you can take that into even an adulthood, and sometimes we'll come into a season where we see things that we didn't see what's always been there. I speak to parents sometimes who notice changes in their children, and sometimes it's their adult children, and they don't always understand, but they start putting pieces in place that have happened across, the decades and things like that. And I've had grown women that have opened up about their abuse, and people think, why now? Because if this was such a big deal to you, why didn't you open up before? And the fact is that a lot of times the memories are unprocessed, so you don't have access to that. But I guess in all the rambling tonight, I really want to get at, if you have a heaviness on your heart for someone who has experienced sexual abuse, misuse, or trauma, and you don't know for sure, be that somebody who says, I believe you, I love you, you can trust me, I'll help you. And if it's a child, you don't have to be able to prove it. It's not your place to prove it. It's also not your place to give justice. And so it's your responsibility, whether you're a mandated reporter or not, to help give that child a voice. Because how could your life be different if you were in that situation? You understand what I'm saying? Like, life changing if you can get help at the young age that it's going on versus in a decade or 2 decades or 3 decades, and then broken relationship after broken relationship, and after effects and coping skills and all this other junk that just continues to mound up one on top of the other. And so use your voice. Use your voice for good. Give a voice to those who don't have a voice, and speak up and let others know that they can open up. They don't have to carry this dark, ugly stuff around for the rest of their life and let it rule them. And I just hope that somebody is encouraged tonight. I'll be honest, I'm tired tonight, and I was struggling with what to share, and normally I don't. Normally I have a very clear vision on what needs to be shared, and so I really hope this ministers to somebody's heart tonight, and use your voice to help give voice to others is where I'm going to leave it at. I will see y'all again next week.